So Derek, you know, I used to be at Indy. You know, I used to work there. I used to be a team member over there for years. You know, and so, you know, I know kind of like what you're kind of going through a little bit, and I know I have my experiences, and I'm sure you have your own experiences too. Did you want to kind of talk about that? And
are you filming right now?
Yeah, I've been filming the whole time.
Oh, you're filming right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, he had it, bro.
So I, you know, we had a very long conversation at Lone Star, I believe it was. We had a very long talk, and the same questions got brought up, and I thought about it for a long time. When I answered what you asked me the first time, I felt kind of like I was explaining it to somebody that already knew what, you know, I had to say.
Right.
It was kind of like reiterating what really was going on and what really happened and how I really felt about it. And now that, you know, months have passed by and a lot of things have changed, and I've been through the ringer, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. I don't even know if that's what I want to call it, but
it's worse than a ringer.
yeah, that's what I want to call it.
because you don't really know until you're in.
Yeah, you're in the middle. You're in the middle of
Right.
things, and you are now, you know, being asked to explain your thoughts of it and everything that you saw, and you know where you thought things fit in, so to say, and it.
Sorry, I'm done, y'all. 10-4, go. 10-4, keep going.
God.
Sorry, bro. I can't help it. I don't know what you want me to do this shit, bro.
You're gonna have to go, dude. You're gonna have to go over there. No, you're gonna have to go over there.
I'm good.
Take the duct tape and go.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You might be wondering why I'm holding duct tape and this and that.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of stuff, and I thought maybe I could be the person that changed shit.
Yeah.
And make it.
Sorry. I got stuck on my shit again, bro.
Hey.
Focus.
Hey, TJ got you, huh?
Who got you?
No, TJ actually. TJ was.
He told you the positives of it.
He was the person that told me what I probably shouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
When I started.
Yeah.
And
that's because he was gone.
You know, I played that card, and I thought to myself, like, hey, I could do this. I could change this certain thing. I could maybe make somebody feel a little bit differently about what's going on and how they're treated at a certain spot. And I kind of laughed at TJ, and I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have taken that more seriously, more to heart, and I've now spoke to him many times since all of this has gone on, and he was 100% right. Everything that he said was 100% right, and it's not to, you know, throw dirt on somebody's name or to throw shade or anything like that. It's just
real.
It was the realest thing that I could ever been told, and I played it off a little bit like it didn't really matter, but now that I see it, and now that I've been through all of these other things, it's become apparent that what he was telling me was correct. And again, not to throw shade, not to throw dirt on anybody's name. I'm not trying to do that or drag anybody through the mud. I just was told something, and I really thought it wasn't that. And now I've somewhat found out on my own that it really is actually that, you know? And
That's all right. I can make edits.
You don't have to. Just fuck it.
Well, the only thing we're editing is you.
10-4, but
Jesus.
I'm just saying, you ain't even got to, right? Because, I mean, honestly, my emotions is real. You ain't got to hide my shit. It's on my motherfucking sleeve. You taste it.
I had, you know, encounter of certain things when I was doing this, that, the other for, you know, the track. And I had Cody get upset and mad at the things that were going on, and I didn't see it then,
Doesn't make fucking sense.
But I saw it after like he said, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he basically put it all out there for everybody to see. And I didn't say it. I didn't do anything. I didn't put it out there.
That heart.
Yeah, I didn't put it out there. I didn't let it go any further than what it was. But when I read what he posted, it kind of came, to
fucking light.
Yeah, it came to light to me, and it showed me a lot of things that I didn't really understand if people were really seeing that or if they were just, playing the game. Like,
it's all a game, bro.
So is this kind of like what you're referring to is whenever he made the post about after you did the icebreaker layout?
Yeah, well,
was that it?
Bingo.
Okay.
Yeah, and Cody said, basically, this motherfucker wears his heart on his sleeve and does all of these things and does everything that he can do, and he's sacrificing
too much.
Family shit and life and other stuff to make it so it's an enjoyable thing for you, for you to be part of.
Right.
And I never saw it that way. But when he posted that, I thought to myself, for many, many days, and I said, hey, that's pretty wild that somebody would go out that far and explain this. And
Bro, I drove 3.5 hours to Abilene, and the whole time I'm driving, I'm thinking of this shit that you're doing, and nobody else does, but they want to take credit for the shit. And it just, it blew my mind. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Somebody's got to do something. Somebody's got to say something. Somebody got to do something. Shit's got to stop, or somebody,
And I think that got to me to a point where I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? And it's the same thing that I asked myself to, sponsors and other people that I'm involved with. And as of recent, sponsors that I've decided to drop, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right call? Am I making the right choice? And I think it all boils down to what you really feel as a person and how you really feel. And
how you feel as a man or a woman.
Yeah, and
point blank.
And what what's the benefit to what you're doing to these, for these people? Where do you come off as this is acceptable, this isn't acceptable?
And to be quite honest, sorry, I got duct tape, but I don't give a fuck. Me and him is gonna come off as people who don't care, who are just talking shit or whatever. But you got to understand what we've done, what we've been through, what we've seen, what we know.
Yeah, because you've been racing for a long time too.
Long time,
long time.
Yeah.
You did, bro.
Yeah, right. And
Shaw's Arena, and
you because you live here, and then you help out Robert, so kind of like what running a track
right. It's a
does.
system, right?
Yeah,
so
a lot of hard work.
He gives all of his heart and soul for everybody to say, "Oh, thank you, Robert." Right? Like, but 19, 20 fucking out of 100 are going to complain about whatever situations we have at an outdoor track.
Right.
Doesn't make sense to me, right? I just go off common sense. A lot of people don't fucking have it. Sorry, I don't get it. But it's all I have. I don't got book smarts. I didn't go to school. I lived in the streets. This is what you get. If you don't want to get it, don't throw a fit. Bounce.
And
Simple.
I think that the tipping point for myself and what I thought was acceptable and what I thought was okay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like he said, you get the pat on the back like, oh, you did a great job. But then what? Then what comes?
How much did you sacrifice to get that fucking pat on the back?
Yeah, what comes after that?
Robert ever gets, which is all he gets, right?
Yeah.
Which is all whoever gets, who run the show, who do the shit, who go through the ringer. It doesn't make sense.
It's kind of like, hey, great job, but can you do something more?
What else
can we do?
Yeah, what else can I get from you? And that was basically what I was warned about. Starting everything that I did, and like I said, I kind of blew it off. I thought, maybe I would be the person that changed it, that made a difference. Like it might have mattered a little bit more, just a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more.
Matters, bro. You just got to be a little bit better than the one before. That's all.
And I feel like that never
happened.
Came.
But that's because you're honest. You wear your heart on your motherfucking sleeve. Forgive my language. But people can't take a real person for real life, for what it is, for who they are, That's the problem.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
And like I said, I read Cody's post when he did that. He was staying at my house.
Bro,
he was living at my house for that week, and he was one of the only people that actually, stepped up to help me. And Rodrigo and Eric and
there was a couple people.
Abram, yeah.
Yep.
And there was very few people.
Luke.
And I had somebody come up to me that weekend and say, we did this.
What'd you do?
Cody got mad, and he's like,
"What the fuck did you do?"
Yeah, who is this we shit? And I'm like,
"Are we French, motherfucker?"
Yeah.
Because there ain't no we in here.
And it really,
you and us. Yeah. That's it. I'm sorry. Fuck your lives. Fuck your wives. I don't care. I'm just being honest.
And he said that to me, and I started thinking in the back of my head, like, yeah, what is this we shit? Like, who the fuck?
Who's we?
Who's asking
Who's
your opinion? Who's doing this? Oh, we did this. No, you didn't do shit. I did it.
You watched us do
You watched
shit.
it, and you filmed it.
Watched us.
And everybody's seen the same thing go on with these different tracks and everything of different situations, and been like, yeah,
There's a whole lot of we, but a whole only couple.
But then when it turns out to be an actual situation, it's a lot of me, and it's not being a fucking dick or being facetious or being pompous or any of that stuff. It's just the fact that
if he was,
it's just the fact that we did this. No, we didn't do shit. You did this. I did this. And it's, again, same thing. Pat on the back. Oh, great job. Great job.
What's next?
You did a great job. Oh, clap. Everybody give the round of applause for the Dog and Pony Show and be like, hey, y'all killed it.
And fucking ponies.
Yeah, y'all killed it. But you never really fucking did anything to deserve that title.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me upset. And that's the same thing that I've had the same conversations with, people as being a team manager and being owner of a company or anything else like that. I've never ever seen it be put back onto somebody else. Like, hey, you know what?
Somebody got to be a fall guy.
You did a great job. I really respect what you did for me. But I heard concerns. Okay.
Concerns of what? Who did the help with the concerns?
But nobody's ever stood up to that and said, like, hey, you know what? Maybe I screwed up. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I did
own up to being a man.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't.
Or a woman.
I overplayed my hand. Whatever it may be.
Hey.
And that's fine. But I've never seen it. I've never seen anybody do that. I've seen people apologize for the action that they've done or the things that they've said or what may have came off as something cross, like some of my stuff does and some of my posts do, and nobody's ever owned up to it. Nobody's ever said, like, hey, I screwed up. Maybe you're mad at me, and maybe it's warranted. Maybe you didn't do everything that you were supposed to do, but I see your post and now I'm mad about it. Well, how did it get to that point? How did we become this state of everything and say, fuck that guy, he's an asshole, but he runs a great race? Or fuck that guy.
Shit always gets done if
he's there. Right, exactly.
Right, but hold on, I just want to interrupt you, but also, you can only be remembered for the one thing that you did wrong, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you did 100 things right.
Yep.
You'll only be remembered for the one thing you did wrong.
That's right.
And I'm so against that shit because I do a lot of shit wrong. I got a brain and a heart that doesn't work together. My brain tells me one, my heart tells me the other. So, tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Well, and that's, like I said, that's part of, the reason to want to do a video like this, or to let it be known, I guess, of what...
Well, because most people, this has been I didn't even know about RC cars since I've had a cord connected to the shit and I was a baby.
Yeah.
5 years old. So, for me to roll into it the same time I met Francis, Justin, right? All this stuff happened, but a lot of stuff is different. All these people have this entitlement of, if I have money or if I'm the owner or whatever, I'm better than you, and that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean absolutely nothing in the world. Because I don't care what your authority is over me, you don't have power.
Right.
Power
Over what I do.
over what I do.
Yeah.
So, respect everybody, man, woman, whatever, or
Child, everybody,
or
all of
learn
them.
to fight. If you can't fight, shut the fuck up.
And I think it's became this weird, soft, like I'm trying to fucking babysit everybody deal.
This ain't a babysitting club, bro. Hey, bro, we don't get paid to babysit. You show up, you pay money, you race. You don't have entitlement to say anything. You have an opportunity to play and race and be a motherfucking man or woman, whatever it is. You can be that, right? You don't get an opportunity to voice your opinion. If you want to voice your opinion, keep that shit to yourself. If you can't fight, I promise you, there's people in the world who will check your shit.
Some places are like babysitting.
Right now, if ain't nobody been
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
either either one, prison or war. You ain't gonna know shit about being a man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now about these streets. They ain't fucking everybody. They ain't for everybody. They ain't gonna help you. Don't nobody care about nobody. If you love somebody, right, show it. Don't talk about it. Do it.
Yeah.
Simple.
Be a little bit more present in, maybe that pat on the back, like, and, letting somebody know that it's appreciated. What you're doing is appreciated, and what you think is the right way to do stuff, and that's where you feel. That's the way that you portray yourself. And like Cody said, I've been one that's always wore my heart on my sleeve, and it's got me in a lot of trouble. I mean, it literally has,
because people don't understand the real heart.
Yeah, and
They
I've
don't
had
understand what you say, right? Oh fuck, it's offensive. Oh, forgive me, Lord. Fuck, everybody's offended.
Politically correct.
Politically correct.
I've had people in the RC industry come to me and be like, hey, you should take your post down. And I'm like, for what?
Eat a dick up till you hiccup.
Yeah, I said, why would I do that? It's obviously something that I feel very strongly about. If you don't like it, it's something that you don't like, and that's fine. And you're entitled to that opinion.
We don't have to agree on shit. We don't have to agree on shit, right? We just have to appreciate everybody as a human being, and everybody has an opinion, right? Right? But you don't get one. All you got to do is pay and play. You don't get one to just come out here and play. You got to help to get an opinion. Plain and fucking simple.
Well, with their hands.
With their hands. You can't come out here and stand around, because I'll call you bitch ass out.
I watch all these people sit back and complain about stuff of RC.
Look at this beautiful fucking sunset.
RC Pro and, Lone Star and Icebreaker and this, that, the other. And I see everybody that's, unfortunately, it's soft.
Life,
you look soft to me. Like, you look soft and that's it. And
their wife isn't something, their kids ain't something, they mad at life, right? They fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah.
Hey, they soft.
But you feel like you have this, $20 entry or $60 entry or $40 entries, whatever it is.
Fuck if it's $100.
It makes it seem like you have.
And you got 4 or 5 of them. Don't come telling me what's wrong with the track. Come fix the motherfucking track.
Come show me.
Come show me.
Yeah, if you got so much to say.
I'll help you fix it. If you're right and I'm wrong, I'll help you. Plain and simple. I don't give a fuck. I'll admit it when I'm wrong. I'm a man. I fuck up all the time.
And I've been in that same spot where I was sitting there wondering, like, was I wrong? Was I doing something that was over the top? Was it too much? Was it too much?
How your heart's supposed to feel.
And I wonder, and I'm like, okay, well, like, if I'm wrong, like Cody said, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna let it play out the way that it should, and hopefully it fixes itself. Hopefully everybody's happy. Hopefully everybody has a good time.
You can eat a dick, a big fat eggplant. Forgive me, Lord, but I'm real, and He made me this way. For y'all know, I got a mad ass mean right and left hook. Keep it playing.
I watch so much shit go on, and so many people say what it looks like to me as being the wrong shit. And I wonder, like, are you really wrong? Or are you really just saying what you feel. And how far off is it of being right?
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Is it unacceptable the way that you did it? The way that you portrayed it? The way that you took action to keep putting...
handled it.
To handle it, yeah,
right.
Exactly. Is that wrong? Okay, maybe, but...
Shit got handled, bet that. Bet we ain't never not handled a situation.
Yeah. I've been racing since 97, and my first national size club race, or a big race that I went to, was the Hot Rod Hobbies Off-Road Shootout. It used to be called the Labor Day Classic, and that was in 90.
Remember where I was.
That was in 97. I was born in 87, so this was 10 years after that I was born. And I watched so many different things happen, and I watched these race directors and these people that put on a huge production, and it was great. They did a great job. I mean, it's not shortcomings of any means. It was a fucking fantastic job of what they did. And I watched that. And I grew up with Travis Mescua, Brian Kinwald. You know, he's passed away now.
Who's building the track at Southern Nats? Old Southern Nats.
Ross is building the track at Southern Nats. So, it's actually Southern Classic now because I didn't want to pay Dave $6,000 to have a fucking another money grab and tell me I can't do this. Yeah. And so I basically said, fuck you.
We'll make a name.
And
that was pretty bad because Caleb.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, we lost Caleb last year.
Can I tell you a quick story about that motherfucker, bro?
Year before?
So, legit, I set up my tables in one of them horse stalls or whatever. Next day I come in, my table's gone, right? I steal a gator for the whole weekend. I stole the gator that the complex owned. I drove the shit all weekend, parked it under our trailer, put the key out. I would drive by the people with our cars in it to the shit because it's like 6,000 fucking yards.
This is why he had duct tape on his mouth in the start.
Forgive me, y'all. But I'm just letting y'all know Caleb was a motherfucking G, and he let me keep that gator all weekend.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Caleb was somebody that I really believe
Respect.
Most people should strive to be like him. And Chris Goodrich, one of my really, really, really close friends. I consider him family. You know, I went through this deal. You know, I was at Caleb's funeral. I drove out there. I had to be part of it. Drew Spurgeon was there. Charlie Mack was there. A lot of these people,
RC people, bro.
these people that
come together.
The name might ring a bell to you, and
but they fucking fam.
Friends of Caleb.
Yeah, and I watched. I've been through a loss myself with my brother and everything else, and I watched the hurt. I watched the people being upset. I watched everybody shed a tear for
PTSD, bro.
for their fucking lost brother, you know, and I went through that and I watched it all, and then I realized the shit that Caleb would tell me was 100% real. And
bro,
you
he
know,
was doing this shit before.
I mean, he was.
So he knew what was.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of this shit, you know, and you might know Francis even more than I do. You know, the past of how long you've been around. I haven't been in Texas for very long. I haven't been in this.
Started the same day, remember?
I haven't been in this situation for a very long time, but I've been in it. I've been in it from my California days of, you know, where I came from and what I grew up watching, and, you know, Jimmy Babcock and Joey from the Dirt and Scotty Ernst and, you know, this, that, the other, and I watched it all play out. And I don't know if anybody ever saw the other side of it, like where the people that are missing this whole point didn't know the people like Caleb, didn't know Chris Goodrich, didn't know, you know, where I come from. You might not know who Jimmy Babcock is. You might not know who Scotty Ernst is. Yeah, you've heard him on the internet, but you really don't know him.
Right.
And you might not have gone that far back into what it is now to understand.
It's a whole transition.
Of who they are. You know, like we have.
What that means, but I feel it.
Yeah, we have a lot of different people that are part of RC in a whole, and those people may not have been heard. They didn't
even know who they were, bro.
Yeah, they might not get
they
there.
They make waves, right?
Yeah, no, but they, like me, I try to keep it PC and not upset anybody. I went through a couple different sponsors with people that I didn't really agree with and things that I thought were wrong. And I watched all of that sink like the fucking Titanic.
Bingo.
And I sat back and I was wondering, like,
why?
am I the one that's wrong?
Right.
Or are you
Did
the
I
one
poke
that's
a hole
wrong?
in this bitch?
Yeah.
No.
I'm watching the same thing happen right now in my current life of, what's going on.
Bullshit.
Yeah, with everything. And I wonder if it's the right decision to make. And maybe it's not. Maybe it is a little bit off the, maybe I am swinging for the fence a little bit. Maybe I am a little bit.
If you don't shoot for the stars, who the fuck gonna land in the sun? Or whatever the fuck that stupid shit is.
I just, I sit out here and I've been part of this deal in Texas and Oklahoma, and everybody else has been a part of it for a long time, and I watch things happen, and I sit to myself and I wonder, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
like, what are we doing here?
Off. Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh yeah, we need this, we need more people to show up, we need this. I don't think it's more people showing up. I don't think it's
that fucking person showing up with herself, playing simple.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
You can have, like I said, I've told everybody since day one of RC Pro of what I thought was okay and what I thought was acceptable. If I have 2 people that are mad at me and 90 people that are happy with what I'm doing,
you're good. Golden.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I've made peace with it. I've come to terms with it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the way to do things. And then when I'm asked to take something down,
bro, that
or
shit
stop
burns like a mug.
or stop being myself,
yeah. Oh no.
I don't really like it.
No.
I've
How the fuck are you supposed to be doing something you not?
yeah, I've
sorry.
gotten to this point.
Do that.
I've gotten to this point where I feel like I may have lost my own way
Damn.
to deal with
Please other motherfuckers.
all this other shit that's going on.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the right answer to it, or
It's the
if
right
that's the correct way to even talk about it, but I just feel like that's the way that everything's been laid on me. I've been told that I was wrong before, and I've made mistakes, and I've tried to fix them, and I don't know if they've been fixed correctly, but
that's a man, bruh.
It's
it
all-
doesn't motherfucking matter if you was wrong. If you own up to the shit, use a man. I don't give a damn.
it's really all I have. All I have is
this world is your bond and your mother balls is a man. Forgive me, Lord. If you's a woman, you ain't got them. I don't know what the politically correct term is, but you ain't got them.
Again, this is why he had duct tape on his mouth at the start.
Sorry.
I love him to death, but
Bro,
fuck.
big fan, bro.
That's why he had duct tape on his mouth.
Oh.
I just, I watched certain people go down this road of
Sadness.
what's-
It's fucking sad.
what's okay, and unfortunately, the person that's standing behind this camera right now went down that same road, and I don't really know the answer to it. I don't know if my answer will ever be correct,
Doesn't matter.
but I'm willing
It's
to
different.
give it a shot. I've made
Something's gotta fucking change.
Yeah, I've made peace with a lot of different stuff. I've made peace with a lot of different demons that I
I
have.
was gonna say, I don't give a fuck if whoever is on this camera don't fucking like what I say. If I've made peace with me and looking in the mirror, they can kiss my ass, bro. I'll smoke some grass. Forgive me, Lord.
Again,
Yeah.
the duct tape.
Yeah. Right.
I watched so many different people go down the same road, and I was having a conversation with a really good friend of mine last night on the phone. He called me and he asked me,
was fucking burning.
What's up with your, what's up with your post? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And it happened to be, again, not only one of my really, really close friends, it was the person that was the team manager for HB when I got on the team. And I spoke to him for, about an hour and a half. I spoke to Randy Lathrop, another really close friend of mine, really good friend of mine. I respect them greatly.
Family, they're badass.
Yeah, I respect them immensely. Yeah. And I talked to him for an hour, and I talked to this person, and
they the people you need when the shit's deep. Right?
Yeah.
Shit gets so deep sometimes you can't climb out. Sometimes you need fucking help. Sometimes you need a hand, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
They the people.
And I had a very, very long conversation with both of those people who are extremely detrimental to what I do and what I think is okay. Right. And I ask them for a lot of advice when I need help, and they both gave me the same kind of answer, and I went the other route. I went the other way on it.
What do you know, though?
I went the other way, and it was something that I probably shouldn't have done.
What do you know, honestly? Tell me the fucking truth. What do you know? If somebody tells you not to do something, what are you gonna do? Fucking opposite. All right, I'm just gonna be honest. There ain't even a lot of people that do that. I'm one of them. He's one of them. That's why we get along. But shit ain't always right.
I've always tried to pride myself in making the right decisions for myself, for my family, for
Team,
the people, the team.
You had all of us.
Everybody that I can do something for. I've always tried to pride myself in making the best decision that I could make, and sometimes it hasn't worked out to be the best decision, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm all right with it. I'm good with it.
Right.
I feel no regrets to it, and I don't feel like I need to ever take anything down. I leave a lot of my stuff up, even when I'm told to take it down. I don't.
For the motherfuckers know, they can't tell you what to do.
I don't feel the need. Yeah, I don't feel the need to apologize to anybody or to act like I fucked up when I don't think that I did.
Right.
And
they don't walk in your shoes.
Nah, bro. Shoes is fucking heavy.
Yeah. These shoes are fucking heavy, dude. Like, the shit that I wear and the fucking.
And he wears fucking flip flops.
The fucking.
Who the fuck wears flip flops in the fucking RC track, bro? He wears fucking flip flops.
It's because of the mud earlier.
I actually got.
That shit, he got fucking flip flops and he died. His foot is dead.
I got hit in the fucking foot earlier.
Flaps, but he knew that.
And again, do as I say, not as I do. My fucking foot is killing me right now.
Still, he limping like a gimp.
Yeah, and I feel like I've tried so many different ways to be diplomatic about it and try to accept, the loss or the win or whatever the fuck it is, whatever it is. And it's always kind of bit me in the ass because
it ain't right.
I had to stop. And I think I lost myself a little bit on the stopping and the shutting up and
taking shit down
or ask your fucking post to move around. Yeah. And I don't really need anybody. I really don't need a sponsor. I don't need anybody's help. I've done this a long time by myself. And I will always
create shit.
I will continue to do the same thing that I've always done for the last fucking 25 years.
Right. Survive.
Yeah, I will be part of it. I will help. If somebody like Robert asks me for help in the track, I will help.
Got it.
If somebody like Francis Osing wants to do a fucking photo, or Chris Thompson or whatever.
Whoever the fuck needs something and they need help, pink in the brain there, bro.
And I've always prided myself on being the person that
they call.
Didn't shut the fuck up, but at the same time, when they know something's got to get done,
it gets done.
You call me because we're gonna get it done.
Bingo.
And
a lot of people ain't gonna get shit done. They're gonna do a whole lot of this and a whole lot of pictures or a whole lot of thinking.
Yeah.
That shit don't get shit done. Get out there and do something. That gets shit done.
I feel like the amount of people that support what I do is way more than what I can do for them. and I've never ever tried to benefit from anything. I've always been the person that was
Losing?
real and losing, and I just let it be that. You know, it never bothered me. I didn't care. But now I'm to the point where I feel like I care now, and I'm upset. I'm tired of listening to the bullshit. When I fly off the handle, as much as it may be a little bit disrespectful to somebody, I feel like it may be warranted. So
it's definitely warranted.
I've
They're not putting in the work. Every weekend, you're at another track.
Mhm.
I don't care. I don't care what they say. I know where you are. I talk to you. I know where you at. Give my language. I don't care.
you have to edit that out.
I'm just saying, like, I know where you's at.
Well, I just, like I said, I've been so distraught and upset about certain things that have made
You ain't
me,
even got control of.
no, that have made me a person that I don't want to be.
Yeah.
And I fully admit my wrongs to certain things. I fully believe that there's a lot more things that need to be fixed in RC,
Yeah, we
and
ain't even close to being perfect.
a lot of shit needs to be helped, and I will put that on myself to do these things, and somebody might not like me, Like I said, I'm not here to apologize to anybody. I'm not here to play fucking favorites. I don't play this fucking bullshit. You don't like it, I don't fucking need you.
Right.
And that's the reality of it. Like, as much as you don't want to hear it, that's the reality of it.
Reality, plain and simple.
And that's the way that I'm going to continue to keep doing my stuff. And
You
if
can't change you
No.
for the other people who want to be somebody.
And I
who's
shouldn't-
not nobody.
and I shouldn't ever be
That
asked.
didn't make sense.
I shouldn't even ever be asked to change. I shouldn't be asked to tone it down or to shut the fuck up or whatever the fuck you want to call
Take
it.
your post down.
Take
because
your
it's
post down. It's offensive.
Oh,
Like,
well, guess what?
I
Life is
shouldn't be.
offensive, bitch.
I shouldn't be asked to fucking do that stuff. Like, I really should not be asked to do that. And I've gotten to the point now where if you don't want to be part of my deal and help me out and
Check out.
and do
Just like a fucking line
Yeah.
at the fucking wash off.
And- yeah.
Wherever, Walmart,
Yeah.
bro. Check
y'all
your shit out
can
now.
y'all can keep moving. Like, I'm not, you might see the duct tape on my shirt and you might call it something offensive, and I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. I care about this hobby. I care about the sport. I care about the kids going up in it. I give out fucking tires. I gave away
Gave
fucking.
away about $1,000.
I gave about $1,000 worth of tires today
to kids,
because I
whatever.
said,
Hey, give some this way, brother.
I got you, friends. Don't worry.
Yeah. Francis like,
I
"Bro,
just,
hook
I
me
don't,
up."
I don't, it's not about that. I don't need the fucking help.
not
I
the
don't,
help.
I don't need anybody's handouts. I don't need a pat on the back.
Nothing.
I just want to be understood of what I think is okay and what's not. And if you don't fucking like it,
Then don't, hey, bro. Hey,
go ahead. Go
the
move.
good Lord will split you when the door hits you,
Yeah.
whatever the shit is, bruh.
You don't like the fact that things change with RC Pro? You don't like it? Then don't fucking show up. You don't like the things that I'm going to do with my race in Louisiana?
Don't come.
Don't fucking show up. I
It's
don't
simple.
care. I don't give a fuck. It will get done no matter who's doing it.
Who's gonna show up is gonna
Yeah.
show up.
I said it's not gonna be a-
like it's you or me or
Yeah,
or who
it's
or
not.
whatever.
I don't want a pat on the back. I don't want somebody to give me a hug and say, "Oh, you're doing a great job." I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I've had that. I've already got that from people that I respect and people that I give a shit about have already given me that fucking pat on the back, giving me my flowers while I'm still alive. And I've seen it firsthand numerous fucking times. And I don't want to see everybody else go down that same road. Like, looking for gratification,
Or
looking
loyalty, bro.
looking for somebody to give you a pat on the back, you might not get it. And if that's what you're looking for,
You got something else to look for.
you might be looking in the wrong place. And like I said, I got my flowers. I got people that respect me. I got people that will always tell me the truth, whether I like to fucking hear it or not.
Yeah.
It's still the same people that are gonna call me on Friday, that called me on fucking Monday. Or people that say, "Hey, we're gonna have a barbecue at the house, come over." It's still the same people. They're still in my circle. They're still part of my deal. But I don't need the pat on the back. I don't want the fucking high five. I don't give a shit. When Cody's post went online like it did, and I got a bunch of responses to it. And I said, what? I said, why are you asking me? I said, that's not my post. That's Cody's post.
They won't ask
But
me.
he's not wrong. What he said is not wrong. I've given up everything that I have. I've given up my life. I've given up my other jobs. I've given up my other incomes.
Stupid fucking shit.
Everything to give everybody something that they can.
They wasn't there.
Yeah, that they can respect and be part of. And I still get people messaging me. Oh, why is it a fucking 2-day race, not a 1-day race? Why is it $60, not 50? Why is it this? Why is that? Oh, what's going on with Indy? What's going on with this? I said, dude, I'm not, that's not my fucking deal. I'm not here to please you. I'm not here to fucking hold your hand and babysit you. If you want somebody else to do that,
I don't answer. Just
if you want somebody else to do that, then go keep it moving. Go look the other way. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for all of the guys that race, that give a shit, that give me my pat on the back, that give me my fucking flowers, that respect what I do, and they've always respected what I've done. It's never changed. The same fucking 30 people have never changed. It's never wavered. It's never been different. But it's the other 10 that start
spread rumors.
Yeah,
right?
that
With
start
the
making
20,
waves.
The 20's 30 and 30's a fucking 100, and it's just too much, bro. Everybody talks too much. They do less and they talk too much.
No.
We
I
lose
just-
the light, G.
That's all right.
I don't think he got.
Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 10 full.
I didn't know it beer.
I bet. I got you.
But I asked Francis to do this video for a specific reason, and I felt like if there was anybody that was going to do this video, it would be him. And I told him, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I said I want raw, uncut. I don't want the bullshit. And you know what? Maybe in 2 weeks, I'm going to get the same fucking email to tell me to shut the fuck up and take it down. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to take any of it down. I'm not going to unfriend anybody. I'm not going to take back my emails of resignations to sponsors. I'm not going to do it. I have zero desire to do it. I don't care anymore. And I really hope that somebody sees this and says, he's not fucking wrong. And that's basically where I want it to land with everybody, with anybody that could see this and in the future and hell, maybe even 30, 40 years from now when I'm fucking gone, I don't know. Who knows how long I'm gonna make it to? I might make it to fucking 40, I might make it to 70, I don't know. But when somebody sees it and they go, he's not wrong, that's what I want. I want to see somebody resonate with what I'm telling them and what I see and the fucking drama and the bullshit and the fucking backstabbing of who you think you are and who you want to be is not, it's not the person. That ain't the person you want to be. I promise that at the end of the day, when you do shit like that, 10 years from now, nobody's going to remember you. Nobody's ever going to remember your fucking name. Nobody's ever going to talk about you like you were a fucking difference. Nobody's ever going to do anything that makes you solidified in history of who the fuck you were. So if you don't feel like you're doing something that's worth doing, don't fucking do it. And don't play the game. Don't buy into the bullshit. Don't buy into the drama. Don't buy into losing family time. Don't buy into, I gotta have the freshest set of tires out right now. Just have fun, be part of it, and help. Help the track, help every single track that you ever go to. If somebody needs a volunteer marshal, go help them. If the future champ kid needs a set of tires, give him a fucking set of tires. Be part of the fucking solution, not part of the problem. And I've seen nothing but being part of the problem. And that's pretty much all I got for it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal, brother.